Part 1. Participation in World War I. Following the outbreak of World War I in 1914, the United States underwent a profound transformation. Initially adopting a neutral stance, the US escalated its support for the Allies, playing a crucial role in shaping the international order. Economies in Europe were severely affected by the war, and the US, as the world's major supplier and consumer, had a significant impact. The war boosted the US economy, contributing to improved living standards and increased employment. On the diplomatic front, the US played a key role in crafting the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, which outlined the terms of peace and laid the foundation for the new international system. The affirmation of the US's diplomatic and economic role later positioned it as a major global power in the post-war era. Part 2. Treaty of Versailles and the role in settlement. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, stands as a pivotal event shaping the post-World War I world. The US actively participated in the negotiations and was significantly affected by the events and developments that unfolded. After the war, victorious nations convened to determine the fate of defeated countries and establish new borders. While France and Britain sought security and economic gains, the US aimed for a fair settlement and global stability. The US was directly and indirectly impacted by the decisions of the Treaty of Versailles, with some American leaders criticizing agreements and international cooperation that they believed jeopardized US interests. Part 3. The Golden Age of the American Economy. The interwar period, known as the Golden Age, witnessed tremendous economic prosperity in the United States. This economic boom was a result of various factors, starting with the US's active participation in World War I and its contribution to post-war diplomatic settlements. Industries and trade flourished, with notable increases in production and employment. The US, possessing the necessary natural and human resources, achieved sustainable economic success. Average incomes rose, and living conditions improved, making the Golden Age a remarkable period in the nation's history. This era also saw advancements in technology and innovation. New innovations drove economic growth and increased productivity. Industries like automobiles and electronics evolved, and marketing and distribution methods underwent significant changes, solidifying the US's dominance in the global economic system. Part 4. Participation in World War II. World War II erupted in the late 1930s and lasted until the mid-1940s, with the United States playing a vital role in this global conflict. After initial neutrality, the US fully engaged in the war following the Pearl Harbor attack in 1941. The US played a crucial role in achieving the final victory, contributing both militarily and economically to the Allies' ultimate triumph. The effectiveness of its military in battles such as Midway and the liberation of France solidified its status as a global power. In addition to military aspects, the US's involvement in rebuilding Europe and Asia after the war was a significant part of its post-war foreign policy. The implementation of the Marshall Plan to aid economically devastated countries contributed to the reconstruction of war-torn regions and increased US influence internationally. Part 5. The Marshall Plan and Rebuilding Europe. At the end of World War II, the world found itself in a challenging economic and social situation. To promote stability and address the challenges, the United States launched its famous plan, the Marshall Plan, in 1947. This plan aimed to rebuild Europe, which was heavily devastated. The Marshall Plan proved to be an effective response to the post-war challenges, providing massive financial aid and economic support to the war-ravaged European countries. The aid was allocated based on national recovery plans, contributing to the restoration of stability and prosperity in those regions. Alongside economic aspects, the United States played a key role in establishing international organizations such as the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, aiming to enhance global financial stability.
Part 6. The Cold War and the Arms Race. Approximately 900 words. The Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union emerged after World War II, as the two superpowers competed for global dominance and political, economic, and military influence. The United States and the Soviet Union led separate alliances, the U.S. and its Western democratic allies versus the Soviet Union and its Eastern socialist allies. This period of history witnessed persistent tensions and strategic competition between the two superpowers, manifested in international political maneuvers and strategic posturing. The Cold War became an arena for ideological conflicts and regional confrontations, illustrated by the construction of the Berlin Wall and the Cuban Missile Crisis in the mid-20th century. In the arms race, the United States and the Soviet Union raced to develop military technology and build massive armies. This competition influenced economies and technologies, affecting defense policies and international alliances. Part 7. Establishment of the United Nations, approximately 900 words. After World War II, there arose a need for international cooperation and ensuring global peace. The United States actively contributed to the establishment of the United Nations in 1945, an international body aimed at resolving international conflicts peacefully and promoting international cooperation. The U.S. played a fundamental role in shaping the structure of the United Nations and participated in drafting its charter. This reflected the U.S.'s commitment to achieving peace and security on the world stage. In the years following the establishment of the United Nations, the U.S. had an active role in the Security Council and the General Assembly, participating in a wide range of international issues and taking decisive positions. Part 8. Dollar Dominance and the Liberal Economic System, approximately 900 words. After World War II, the global economy underwent significant changes under U.S. leadership. The United States sought to rebuild the world economy by encouraging free trade and promoting the liberal economic system. Initiatives such as the Bretton Woods Agreement played a role in achieving monetary stability and enhancing the dominance of the U.S. dollar as a primary currency in international trade. The United States assumed a leadership role in establishing an international economic structure based on free trade and investment. Its economic policies had a global impact on shaping trends and promoting international economic interaction among nations. Part 9. Regional Conflicts and Military Role, approximately 900 words. In the post-Cold War era, the United States faced new challenges in international politics. With the easing of tensions with the Soviet Union, the United States focused on regional challenges and securing its interests worldwide. The decades following the Cold War witnessed the U.S. involvement in regional conflicts such as the Persian Gulf and the Korean Peninsula. The U.S. adopted policies of military intervention to maintain regional stability and confront security threats. Part 10. Cultural and Technological Hegemony, approximately 900 words. In the 21st century, the United States became a center of cultural influence and technological innovation. American culture spread widely worldwide through media and technology, making it a major player in shaping global cultural trends. In the technological realm, advancements accelerated in scientific and technological innovations, with American companies and institutions contributing to the development of cutting-edge technologies in areas such as computing, communications, and medicine. International relations were influenced by cultural and technological developments, with the United States playing a major role in shaping globalization and promoting international communication. Conclusion. This comprehensive overview of the United States' role in international relations highlights critical milestones in its evolution from World War I to the present, illustrating the impact it has left on the global stage.